Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Saratoga Racecourse here on Wednesday. It is July the 17th, 2019. I'm going to look at the first two races on the program from Saratoga, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections for racecourses around the world, and join me this weekend, Saturday to be exact, for the Irish Oaks from the Curragh, not the Derby, that was a few weeks ago, but we'll look at the Irish Oaks from the Curragh, and also join me this weekend for some more Saratoga previews. But today's card from Saratoga is very good. Maybe I'll do full card selections, but I did look at Del Mar today, full card here on YouTube, so go check that out. But if I have some extra time, I look at all the races. But we'll look at the first two races here on YouTube. The first race is the Jumps race, and the second race is the featured stakes race, named after Violette, which is a good race here. But let's get to the first. It's over the Jumps here. It's a lounge race per $65,000, and keep in mind the first race goes off at 12:50 Eastern, 10 minutes earlier than usual. But it's a lounge race for $65,000. Races for 4-year-olds and upwards. Number 1, 2 races here. 8 horses are going to the Jumps course, the inner turf course. The distance of ground of 3,300 meters, or the distance of ground of 2 miles and 1/16th on the Jumps course. 2 miles 1/16th. My top selection here, and if you're going to play the, there's only a few multi-races you could do, a couple, the double and the pick 3. If you're going to play the double or the pick 3, I would single the 3-horse Mark Hahn. I know he's the 8-5 favorite, but he should really run well. We'll go 3-6-5-1 in the superfecta, 3-6-5-1 super, but a single in the multi would be the 3-horse Mark Hahn. The 6-year-old gelding by Birdstone, who's best to be remembered by winning the 2004 Belmont Stakes and the 2004 Travers here at the Spa in the dark. We all remember that terrific run he had. But I did think the Travers was his best run ever, but a lot of people disagree with that. I don't know why. But Davy Russell comes in from the UK to ride this one. Davy Russell is a very experienced rider, so he only has 3 rides in America this year, but in the UK he had a really good jump season. But the source's most recent ad came the 1st of July at Parks, a mile and a half of what they would call in England a bumper, which is a flat race, national hunt flat race going over the flat courses, no jumps, and a lounge race 25,000, and the horse won by 3.5 lengths. He sat back early, he had a great turn of foot, and he won quite nicely. The turn of foot you saw that day, it comes quite handy here at Saratoga, because there's a long 3-furlong, 4-furlong run in between the last fence and the finish line, and I think he won a horse that could finish well here. He looks like the kind of horse. Before that, he ran down in Nashville on the 11th of May, 2 miles and a quarter in a hurdle race in main special, and he won by 4.5 lengths. He finally broke the main over the obstacles that day. He stalked, he took off clear, and it was a very good winner. Keep in mind the second place finisher, Snap Decision, is winner's next start out. And then before that, this horse ran 6th to March at Dundalk in Ireland, 2 miles and a handicap over the poly track, and the horse won by half length, and he got the lead, and then just stayed the distance well. It was a very good run. And then in a handicap at Wolverhampton, 2 miles 16th on Tapeta, he finished second by 3/4 length. He stalked, but he just never quickened up. It wasn't the day to win. He ran some good races over the flat in the UK and Ireland, but he also ran some good races over the jumps in the UK and Ireland. A particular race that comes to mind would be the Bangor on D race in October. He finished second by 11 lengths. He jumped well throughout. It was a good race. Here in America, the jumpers aren't that good, and I think at 8-5, he fits the bill to win here. If Davy Russell is going to come from the UK or Ireland to ride this horse, he wants to win, so let's give him the $65,000 purse. So to recap my selection for the opener from Saratoga, let's take the 3-horse Mark Hahn. We'll go 3-6-5-1 in the superfecta. The featured second race from Saratoga, it is the, not the inaugural, it used to be called the Lynbrook, but the second race is the Rick Violette Stakes. It's going for a purse of $100,000 race for 2-year-olds here, New York breds. Field of 5 horses going to the main track, the distance of ground of 1,200 meters, or the distance of ground of 6 furlongs on this main track. 6 furlongs. And Rick Violette, great all-around nice guy, and everybody says they had not a bad word to say about him, and it's great that they named the race after him. I don't know why it had to be this race, but it's so good that they named the race after him. But my top selection here, I'm going to go with the 1-horse, the Italian American. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 in the superfecta, 1, 2, 3, 4 super. In the multis, I'm going to go 1, 2 here. we'll play a double here, shall we say, with race number one. We'll single the horse I have in the first race, and we'll do the 1-2 here. We'll do it for $5 or $10. It's gonna cost you $20, or for $5, $10, very easily. But the top selection to one horse, the Italian American, two-year-old originally by Girolamo. Garo contested trains. Joel Rosario is having a good meeting, gets the leg up, winning up 14% so far. But the horse's most recent outing came in the listed Tremont Stakes at Belmont, 5.5 June the 7th, and the horse finished second by 4.5 lengths that day. He closed up well late. He had a wide post draw. He ran a good effort that day. I think you're going to see a quick pace in front of him, and I think, he could really close up well to get a good victory here. He's had a good few workouts here at Saratoga in the past. Before that, in his inaugural running at Belmont, 5 furlongs, main special weight 62,000. He finished second by a head again. He sat back early. He closed up well. He just missed, but he ran a good effort. Keep in mind, the winner, Sky Hook, is running back this one today, but since he is a maiden here, he gets a little bit of a weight break, only carrying 118 pounds. The other horses are carrying 122, but this horse is a closer. He's your main closer here. He has a good post draw. At 3-1, I think he'll run a big race, so I'll use him. I think the two horse, Listen to Your Heart, this two called by Fleet Alex, who actually won the 2004, was it the Saratoga Special, the Sanford here. He was a good horse, and his daddy won here. But this Listen to Your Heart, he broke his maiden at Belmont very impressively a few weeks ago, winning by 1/4 lengths, and he just took off clear. He's also had some good workouts, and I think he's another horse from the rail at 8-5. And speed holds up. He could also get a piece of it, so I'll use him. But to recap my selection now for the second from Saratoga, it's Rick Violette. Gonna go with the one horse, the Italian American. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 in the superfecta. So good luck to all, and please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5.